on the sideline, David Aldridge. Looking at Toronto, they took the win in their last game against the Timberwolves. And boy, they got by the skin of their teeth there, winning by 1 point. That was a battle.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
The best defenses do a great job of protecting the rim. That team did not give an inch. They defended and contested every shot.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Emmanuel quickly out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Barrett at the 3. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. It makes defending a much easier prospect.
Here's Quickly. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
How about the vertical Emmanuel Quickly is showing you right there? That is tough.
Maxey against Gilgeous-Alexander. And Pirtle sends it back. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. He immediately mentioned that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, is at the top of their scouting report. He told me the key to stopping SGA is defending without fouling. Easier said than done, but try to keep him off the free throw line. And try, emphasis on try, to make Shai a jump shooter. A very tall task. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now, here's Quickly. Good. Quickly's got 5 now.
Outstanding handle from Quickly. Boy, just understanding how to break the defense down.
Mobley inside. Covered by Barnes. Maxey, no good.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Barrett the pass to Quickly. Back to Barrett. Gilgeous-Alexander against Maxey. Mobley with the block.
That's a big-time send back by Evan Mobley. That length is real, folks. Look out.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Tyus quickly covering. Boss gets the bucket. Boss has got his second bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And it's Quickly missing. Quickly against Williams. Pass to Boss. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. He gets it in there.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Barnes down low. Mobley's there. Barnes can't get it to go. Maxey on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. They get the rebound. A second chance effort. And Williams with the layup.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the board. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Barnes outside. Traps in the tray.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Out to the wing. Here's Tyus. It's rebounded by Quickly. Raptors with the lead. A reserve through his first 3.5 seasons. Quickly now stepping indoors to a starting role.
You know, Kevin, you go from instant offense role off the bench to now being a lead guard. The responsibility takes an extraordinary step up. But this guy is clearly ready. Quickly wanted to be a starter in this league.
Nice read by Maxey. Sees it, hits it, done.
Here's Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Inside, here's Maxey. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
And Maxey plays with so much energy. That time he wills that one in off the contact.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. We're only around halfway through this very long season, GA. This is when the grind, I think, really kicks in.
Yeah, you think about the physical and mental toll this game takes on you. And I miss being out there, but, man, I tell you, it can be a grind.
And here in January, a few teams starting to solidify their spots in the power rankings. Others, not so much. Taking a look at Golden State, they're playing really well, moving up now to the top spot in our rankings.
Well, seeing where this home team is right now, they were billed as a team to watch. And they've had some great wins this year. And they have a real chance to continue moving up that list. Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
There's Tyus. 8 points for him. Off target at the rim.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
You can see how well Scotty Barnes moves on a basketball floor. And I mean that north and south, and what hops this young man has.
Here's Mobley. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Here's Williams. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. And it's the Raptors' ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Gilgeous-Alexander against Maxey. Nice shot by Pirtle.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's DeRozan. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It's on R.J. Barrett.
This is, to me, a special ability to draw fouls, and that's one of the things that sets DeRozan apart. We see him work these angles, get the call all the time. Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
And there's a whistle. It goes on Shaedon Sharpe. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Josh Giddey's checked in for DeMar DeRozan.
Josh Giddey.
Now, here's Quickly. Defense is right there. Here's the break. Pushing it up for the finish. And Mobley throws it down.
The ease with which the game comes to Evan Mobley. My goodness, it's fun watching this guy play above the rim.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Quickly. Plenty of space. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists in the game. There's Tyus. 8 points for him. Now the pass to Giddey. From deep 3-point territory. Tries again. And Sharp puts it in.
Boy, is he active. I love seeing Sharp just get after it on the backboard.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. And a missed layup. Gilgeous-Alexander against Giddey. Mobley the pass to Giddey. And he banks in the layup.
Well, that's about confidence and composure on the interior. Josh Giddey does stand 6'8", makes that a little easier.
Raptors leading by 4. A three from Quickly. Misses the mark. His third miss of the game. 4 for 7 now. Here's Sharp. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
We know unequivocally Evan Mobley has length. He's got timing. This guy eats up rebounds.
To the inside. Dick. The layup off target. Here's Tyus. Quickly covering. Boss gets the bucket. Boss has got 10.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Poked away. Lopez against Mobley. Lopez kicks to Quickly. Back to Lopez. Pass to Quickly. Shot clock at 6. The three. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Down low. And Sarr throws it down.
And at 7'1", Sarr makes dunking look easy. The defense has to push him further from the rim.
And the Raptors call time here.
Well, it's been an expressive team to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Freeman, he's jumped in for Boss. Here's Battle.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
It's Dick on the wing. Over to the left wing. To end the run. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
In so many different ways, Dick gets the ball to his teammates. Always on time and on target.
Man passes to Mobley. To the middle. Here's Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 5.
Gilgeous-Alexander just taking the initiative, driving to the cup with purpose.
Here's Giddey. He can't get that one to fall.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dick. Off with the layup. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Man can't hit. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Kicks it to Tucker. Back to Dick. Fires from deep. Hits the three-point bomb.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite three-point shot.
Raptors foul call.
It's his first trip to the line.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
And the first one flies. The Raptors making a switch here. Walters checked in.
2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. 23 seconds left here in the first quarter. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Sharp. And here they come. Here's the teardrop. The rebound by Battle. With 1 on the clock. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Toronto ahead. They lead by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. We've got Walter. Scotty Barnes is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Abaji in at the small forward position. There's the drive. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
You're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Beautiful touch there. Give White these types of looks consistently, and he's going to make you pay.
When you think about Scotty Barnes, Doris, it's amazing how good he already is.
Kev, it's remarkable that he can affect almost every aspect of the game at a high level, meaning he can guard the opponent's best player, but he can also fill up the box score on the offensive end. Points, assists, rebounds, he can do it all.
Now here's DeRozan. Williams inside, covered by Barnes. The shot by Williams, no good. Raptors leading by 3. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, "We're doing a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care and are very committed to each other. That's a good baseline to build on." Kevin, slowly, the pieces are falling into place.
David, you're so right. He is great at developing those young players. And Toronto has possession. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Walter, good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Sarr. DeRozan in the corner. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Here's Walter. He couldn't stay in bounds, and that's going to be a turnover. On Friday, they'll be facing Steven Adams. And then on Monday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And for the matchup with the Heat, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
When a team, Doris, is on a losing streak, what lessons can be learned from that?
Yeah, Kevin, you know this. Losing streaks seem to be inevitable in the NBA. The season is too long to go through without some adversity. What I think you learn is grit and how to keep fighting even when you don't have your best game available.
And the Raptors making a change here. With the All-Star game almost near, let's see how the East is shaking out. You look at the Raptors. This season has been a struggle for them. They're down at the bottom of the conference.
Well, I think for Toronto, they've been stuck in a rut the entire season. We talk about teams maximizing their potential. Well, the opposite's been the case with this group.
I think for them, it's obviously been very disappointing. And I get the sense it's starting to weigh on them night in and night out.
Raptors leading by 5. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And Barrett gets it to go.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
But if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Now, here's DeRozan. The shot comes out. Here's Walter. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
That's two things right there for R.J. Barrett. It's awareness and unselfishness. Pretty pass.
And White kicks to Williams. DeRozan in the corner. Drills it from outside. DeRozan's got 5.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Passes it to Lopez. To the paint. Here's Walter. Maxey grabs the miss. Closing in on 4 minutes play here in the second quarter.
Boy, Maxey just goes for it. Plays with a lot of courage.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Pirtle, he is checked in for the Raptors. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Walter. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Toronto. 6-point lead. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Well, just get right up and over the top of the defense. Gilgeous-Alexander, no doubt.
And they pick up 2. Maxey's got 5 points in the quarter.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Now, here's Quickly. 10 points for him. Here's Barnes. He can't hit that time. Excellent D there from Williams. Now DeRozan. Lets the 3 fly. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Well, the handles of DeMar DeRozan taking center stage there. How about the ball skills? Taking advantage of those and converting.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 9 points in the game so far. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
If you mention the best players in the NBA, Doris, you have to mention Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. How has he made the leap so fast?
Yeah, Kevin, this is an interesting growth and development story because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has shocked everybody. He can get to any spot on the floor. He's one of the most relentless drivers in the game. You have to respect his three-point threat, which balances out that dribble drive game, and he's willing to compete defensively. Sky is the limit for this young man.
Here's White after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Barrett against White. Puts it up from 7. It's deflected.
Sharp defensive instincts from the rookie. Sorry, using those long arms to knock that one away. Clearly a foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Second team foul.
First free throw is good.
At the line for 2, Evan Mobley.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Evan Mobley is truly a coach's dream. You get the substance and the style. You get the effort and the skill. And this all from a skinny 7-footer. Boy, his frame's going to fill out and the game becomes more dangerous.
Maxey passes to Giddey. That 3 off the mark. Toronto leading by 4. The pass to Quickly. Mobley with the block.
Mobley is one of the best defenders in the NBA. When he's not blocking shots, he's altering them.
And White kicks to Giddey. Pass to Mobley. Back to Giddey. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
Listen, he's going to get stronger, but you talk about guile and the willingness to battle down low. Josh Giddey is more than up to the task.
Dix checked in for Quickly. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. 11 points in the game. To the inside. Battle. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Well, you see SGA and the strides he's making as a playmaker. This guy is so good, on point with his reads.
Here's White, and White slams it in.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Mobley with the block. Maxey in the corner. Second shot opportunity. Saar gets the bucket. Saar's got 6 points.
That board looked easy for Saar at 7-1. You expect second chance opportunities like that.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Dick. White against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here he goes. Battle misses. White the pass to Giddey. Mobley trying to free himself up. Rebound by the Raptors. Pirtle's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And good that time. 13 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 13. And the Raptors call time here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
The Raptors making a switch here. Pass to Tucker. This one for 3. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got assist number 5 here tonight. Knocked loose, and it ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for R.J. Barrett. Passes to Sharp. It's stolen by Barrett. Oh, and here comes Gilgeous-Alexander all alone. Finished off the break. Now it's a 5-point Toronto lead.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
There's a minute 40 left in the second quarter. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Defended by Mann. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
We all know that SGA is very capable of averaging 30 for a season. Tonight's exploit should come as no surprise.
And Barrett has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Here's Dick. The shot, no good. Nice defense from Giddey. Dick's gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. And Mobley throws it down.
Well, you have got to be impressed with Josh Giddey's awareness of where his teammates are at all times.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Barrett. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the 3 at almost 60% for the game.
Here's Sharp. Toronto grabs the miss. Barrett's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Dick passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Abaji. Nice defense from Giddey. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Outside, White. Shoots from the corner. Rebounded by Tucker. Barrett against Giddey. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And another basket for Toronto.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Toronto. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We come back right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander led the way in the first half. He ended up with 19 points, 6 assists, and 1 steal. He didn't perform up to his standards in their last game. Tonight's a different story. He obviously has a short memory. And let's get your thoughts, big fella, on the Raptors.
The three-point shot was their best friend. I agree with the strategy. When it's working, take advantage of it. I don't really like it. Live by the jumper, die by the jumper. But tonight, they're living, and they're living good, baby.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
Well, it's never fun. You're playing against a team that's on fire. This team was on fire. They showed effort on defense, but it didn't matter. They couldn't get the stops. I don't think the opponent could sustain this kind of shooting.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Go over there.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
And it's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
We've got DeRozan. Maxey out there with Boss. Then it's Williams. And it's Mobley in at the 4 spot. Doris, what this team likes about Jakob Poeltl, the combination of 7-foot size and great skill.
You know what, Kevin? To me, this young man has a nuanced understanding of the game. He sees the floor, so that means at his size, he can make on-time and on-target passes. He's a very capable rebounder and defender. There's just a lot to like about his game.
And for the Raptors, in at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Emmanuel quickly out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Poeltl in at the 5. They've got Evan Mobley. Maxey out there with Boss. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Williams at the 5 spot. And for the Raptors, Barnes and Poeltl make up the inside pair. Emmanuel quickly out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Barrett at the small 4. Now, here's DeRozan after R.J. Barrett's miss. There's the triple, and the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from DeMar DeRozan.
But DeMar DeRozan from range. Look out, folks. This guy was built to score.
Now here's Barnes. 9 points in the game so far.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Maxey attacking, and slam dunk by Maxey.
Offensively, Maxey can be such a problem. He attacks you with that relentless energy.
Quickly looking it over. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Tatus. And Barnes sends it back. Second chance shot.
Get those long arms to work, Scotty Barnes. Send it back, young sir.
Poked loose and stolen by Williams. Maxey passes to Boss. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Personal foul.
The first free throw is good. Walter, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Raptors leading by 7. Now, here's Quickly. 10 points for him. Barnes finds Quickly. Here's Walter. He's covered by Maxey. Inside, Poeltl. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. That's 10 points for Jakob Poeltl.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Boss passes to Maxey. And it's off from 3-point range. And here are the Raptors now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Barnes can't get it to go.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Here's Walter. He has 6. Barrett trying to free himself up. And the dunk by Poeltl.
I think this guy's a threat to throw it down every time Poeltl gets his hands on the ball. This guy has tremendous size and takes advantage.
DeRozan for 3. Nailed from 3-point land. DeRozan's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Quickly off on the layup.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Maxey.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Stars checked in for Williams. The Raptors making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
And Toronto has possession. Toronto working the ball around now. And he comes up with the deuce. 14 points for Jakob Poeltl.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Boss, no good. And Barnes has got the ball here for Toronto. It's a 5-point game.
Scotty Barnes is a well-rounded basketball player. Passing is part of that, guys. Pretty pass there.
Diggs checked in for Toronto. Battle's gone 3 for 4 here from the field. And Grady Dick gets the whistle that time.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Team foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
And so here's the home team. They trail by 7. There's the pass to Boss.
And he really seems to just have lost his touch at halftime.
The wing jumper off target.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
I think this is a key aspect moving forward for Scotty Barnes. Make them guard you in the mid-range.
Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Toronto leading by 7. Pass to Battle. Here's Walter. Dick with it. Pass to Lopez. Shoots over Mobley. And there's Lopez. That's good on the assist by Dick. Dick's got his 3rd assist on the night. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA chose to extinguish G League Ignite. G League President Sharif Abdul-Rahim says with the changing environment across youth and collegiate basketball, now is the right time to take this step. But Kevin, in its short time, the Ignite produced double-digit draftees. So the experiment was a success.
A huge success, D.A. Thank you. Walter can't get it to go. Sarr with it. He's picked up by Dick. And Mobley throws it down.
Not a standout part of Sarr's game, but good work recognizing that opening in the defense and making the right read.
Here's Walter. He has 6. He's off on that one. Outside, Maxey. On its way from DeRozan for 2. It's hauled in by the Raptors. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Battle. DeRozan defending. And what a play. Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Here's Tyus. 12 points for him. Here's Mobley. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And that's just opportunistic basketball. Mobley carving out space and then cashing in on the second chance opportunity.
And the Raptors call time here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
The Raptors making a switch here. Abaji's checked in. Raptors with the lead. Here's Walter. He has 6. And there's a foul called on Trey Mann. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Walter, defended by Mann. Driving in. That'll pass to Lopez. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
Oh, good pass right there from Sharp. These types of plays really help team chemistry.
Passes it to Abaji. And nothing is falling for him right now. Here's Sharp. DeRozan trying to get open. Sharp. That's good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Walter. The pass to Abaji. Mobley with the block. They get it back. It's Dick on the wing. Defended by Sharp. And there's a whistle. It goes on Shaedon Sharp. That'll be his second foul of the game. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for Robin Lopez. Here's Abaji. 6 to shoot. Walter can't get it to go. Walter's gotten 3 of his 8 shots to go, around 37%. And Sharp has it in the corner. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That is his first foul of the game. And you'll quickly, he's checked in for the Raptors.
Substitution for Toronto, Emmanuel.
Toronto trailing. Pass to Abaji. They get a hand on it. Mobley looking it over. DeRozan for 3. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Sharp. And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander.
He's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
Doris, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has a chance to go down as one of the greatest Canadian basketball players ever.
Kevin, that is a bold statement when you consider that the great Steve Nash, 2-time MVP and one of the best passers in the history of the game, is of Canadian descent. But this guy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, is putting together quite the resume. Let's just hope he can sustain that stardom.
Here's Mann after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Count it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points in the quarter.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's DeRozan. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. It's Dick on the wing. And there's a whistle. It goes on Shaedon Sharp. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
Sharp against Gilgeous-Alexander.
Home team foul. Shaedon.
The Raptors shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And Toronto making a change here. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. 9 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Now, Mann. Here's Sharp. No good on the last second attempt there. That concludes the 3rd quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game.
The Toronto
Raptors lead by 1. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the 4th quarter. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Sarr out there with Williams. Then it's Trey Mann. Then it's Kobe White. And it's Giddey in at the 3, the small forward. Good, nice job down low.
Yeah, just tremendous movement by Josh Giddey. This guy's ability to shake the defense with his handle is impressive.
And here's Toronto. Barnes passes to Pirtle. Barnes outside. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Puts up a 3. Barnes can't get it to go.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Here's Williams. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 rebounds tonight. Quickly kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Barrett on the wing. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Saw the pass to Mann. Down low. Here's Williams. That shot missing. Good D by Barnes. Williams has gotten just 1 of 6 shots to fall here. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Defended by Giddey. Barrett wide open. He fires. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
Boy, you've got to be shot ready in catch and shoot situations, and we know RJ's got a quick trigger.
Here's Giddey. Nice D from Barrett.
Home team foul.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Toronto.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
That's tipped.
Well, you want the activity and the disruptive ability of RJ Barrett to be on display. It is right there.
Bucket is good.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Doris, something R.J. Barrett can do well is put stress on that defense with his three-point shooting.
Well, he's a little bit of a streaky shooter, Kevin, but it never affects his confidence. This guy just keeps coming at you and keeps believing in himself. Historically, his shooting gets better over the course of a season.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the home team had some words for the team during the break. He said in the huddle, you got to play some defense in the paint. They're getting too much in there. Battle down low. Time to fight, guys.
Thank you, David. Now here's Barnes. Here's Pirtle. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
Well, for a player with Pirtle's size, that type of play he needs to make. Get inside, draw contact, get to the line, be physical. Love it.
And the Raptors making a change here. Dick's checked in. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Maxey kicks to Williams. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And don't sleep on Maxey's vertical. He's great at using it to hammer those down.
And here is Barnes. Pass to Dick. And again, no good by Toronto.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Boss passes to Williams. Now, here's Maxey. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Toronto. It's a 1-point game. Into the lane. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
It's on Robert Williams.
Now, we've seen this before. The aggressive take by SGA. Love to see him in attack mode.
And he makes the first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
He's forcing the action now, finally getting to the charity stripe after no freebies in the first half.
Here's Tyus. Barrett covering. Ross, no good. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. It's deflected. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Yeah, something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside positioning, he just goes for the finish.
Passes it to Purtle. Back to Barnes. Williams with the block. And he's able to get it back. Count it. Good.
R.J. Barrett.
And the Raptors lead by 1.
For a good offensive player, you've got to take what the defense gives you. RJ does just that. Settles into the mid-range.
Williams dishes to Mobley. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Williams has got 4 assists now tonight.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The pass to Barnes. Here's Dick. He's guarded by Williams. Barnes left side. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the clock. That one falls. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 34. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the lead.
6'8". That's excellent size, and Josh Giddey makes that dunk easy work.
Toronto trailing. Pass to Barrett. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. First one falls for DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Josh Giddey. Walter, he's checked in for Toronto.
I think one of the things I most admire about R.J. Barrett's game, he can do a little bit of everything. He can score it, board it, pass it at a high level. This young man can play the game.
Now here's Barnes. Pass to Walter.
Yeah, that one put them over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
Shooting for Toronto, Jacoby Walter. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And he makes both free throws. Here's DeRozan. Another shot. It's blocked. Barnes with it. To the wing on the left. Walter. Hurdle. Rebound by Williams. DeRozan scanning the floor. Here's Tyus. The offensive rebound. That one, no good.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Here's Walter. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
When you have vision at the forward spot, it always opens up and elevates a team. Scotty Barnes passing on display.
Maxey attacking.
And he showed us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Here's Walter. Onside Barrett. Charity stripe shot. Offensive rebound. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
So poised in these situations. Love seeing Maxey rise to the occasion and knock that one down.
And the Raptors call time here. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Barrett kicks to Pirtle. Barnes with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. For three, Barrett. Rebound by Williams.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Tyus. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now just a 1-point Raptor lead.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Ball's not loose. And here we go, Mobley heading to the hoop. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
I tell you, important moment for Evan Mobley. Meeting the moment with a big shot. That's big time.
Free throw good, Mobley.
You get the sense this guy relishes getting to the free throw line in these tough moments. You talk about clutch, this guy is it.
Here's Dick. He's covered by Max. Dick passes to Quickly. Over Williams. A putback. Rebound by Williams. Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
Yeah, and you can't afford to let that thing get any slimmer.
Here's Maxey. And the layup's good off the glass. Maxey's got 30.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
We've got 1:28 left here in the fourth quarter. Barrett with the ball. Williams picks him up. They get it back. Here's Pirtle. To halt the run, and he lays it up and in. Pirtle's got 19 points.
How about they look to Pirtle in a critical stretch, and he comes through. The pressure bringing out his best.
Here's Tyus. And he overshot that one, missing. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Raptors. Here's Pirtle. The layup missed. 56 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Team foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a three-point lead. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for Dick. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
He knew what was riding on those foul shots and didn't mess around, making this a two-possession game.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Maxey. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Count that one.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
And the Raptors with the ball. Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. We've got 28 seconds left in the game.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. He's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy.
Tyrese Maxey taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you want to continue to build the lead, so a very productive trip to the line right there.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
For your home team, tatus. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From the arc, it's in! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Emmanuel quickly displaying the willingness to attack in a big moment, and he delivers.
Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
Barrett for 3. And that one is off. And so the home crowd treated to a win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to on both ends, and just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
DeMar, big effort tonight. What is the state of mind of this club right now?
We focus in on the defensive end. We know if we get stops, we can definitely score whenever we want.
And you got it done tonight, DeMar. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, DA, thanks again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.